Raymond Walker had just been promoted to regional director, bought his wife a new car, and posted a smiling picture on Facebook with the caption, "To more years with my queen." 48 hours later, he was dead. If real-life stories get you breathlessly hooked, this story is for you. Then subscribe to Betrayal and Infidelity Exposed and turn on the notification bell to get all real stories that happen around the world just in few minutes, like the one you are about to hear. In the quiet town of Millstone, where whispers often traveled faster than cars on its dusty roads, the sudden death of Raymond Walker shook everyone to the core. Raymond was a man of stature, respected, admired, and by all means, deeply loved. A successful architect, he had a reputation as someone generous with both time and money. But none loved him more than his wife, Angela. They had been married for 7 years, and though the union had not produced children, their bond seemed unbreakable. That was until Raymond collapsed one evening after dinner and never woke up. The entire neighborhood attended the funeral. But even before the dust settled over his grave, tongues began wagging. "I heard his wife poisoned him," someone whispered near the church gate. "She always looked too calm, too confident." "Maybe she was tired of the childlessness," said another. The rumors were like wildfire, consuming Angela's reputation. Her in-laws, once kind, now glared at her with suspicion. Even her closest friends began to keep their distance. Her boss called to offer condolences, but hinted she should take a long leave. Her church fellowship quietly replaced her as women's leader. What most people didn't know, what they chose not to remember, was that years before marrying Angela, Raymond had a lover named Tonia. They were together for 3 years, and Tonia had believed, with all her heart, that Raymond would marry her. But Raymond, sensing her obsession and emotional instability, had broken off the relationship, gently but firmly. Shortly after, he met Angela. Tonia was never the same. No one knew that for years she had stalked Raymond quietly, on social media, in person, even bribing one of his colleagues to keep tabs on his life. When she discovered that Raymond and Angela were trying IVF, a bitter satisfaction filled her chest. She told herself Angela was the reason Raymond never married her. And now, the same woman would never bear him children. When Raymond reached out to Tonia a few months before his death, just to check in as an old friend, she saw it as a second chance. She invited him for a coffee, just to talk. He agreed, naively trusting that time had healed her wounds. That was the beginning of the end. She started sending him lunch occasionally, claiming it was her way of saying thank you for being kind. Raymond, unsuspecting, accepted the gesture. What he didn't know was that one of those meals contained a slow-acting poison, a rare neurotoxin that would take days to manifest fully. When he finally collapsed at home, it was after eating a home-cooked dinner made by Angela, and so, naturally, the blame fell on her. The police were slow, and societal judgment was swifter. Angela was taken in for questioning, paraded in the media as a jealous and barren wife who couldn't stand her husband's loyalty. Her job suspended her indefinitely. She was broken but not defeated. Her only hope lay with Raymond's younger brother, Kevin. Kevin was skeptical of the accusations. He knew Angela. She was the kind of woman who would fast and pray for her husband's success. He remembered how she nursed Raymond through malaria, through job stress, even through bouts of depression. Kevin took it upon himself to investigate. He demanded a second toxicology test from a private lab. The results came back. The poison found in Raymond's system wasn't consistent with the food Angela had prepared that night. More shockingly, trace elements suggested prolonged exposure. Kevin then remembered something. A brown paper bag that had arrived at Raymond's office 3 days before his death. It was marked, "From a friend." Kevin pressed further, eventually threatening a junior colleague to confess. The young man revealed that a woman had bribed him to give Raymond the package without asking questions. Her name? Tonia. It didn't take long after that. Tonia was arrested. Under pressure and evidence, she confessed. Her obsession had never died. She said she had planned to make him suffer for breaking her heart, but never intended to kill him. Her crocodile tears meant nothing in court. She was sentenced to life in prison. Angela was cleared, but her name was already soiled by months of media slander. Some people apologized. Most just moved on. Her mother-in-law never spoke to her again. She stood alone by Raymond's grave weeks later, holding a single white rose. No tears, just silence. "I forgive you," she whispered to the wind, "but I'll never forget how quickly they turned against me." Justice was served, but the scars remained. And so, in the heart of Millstone, the story of Raymond Walker became a cautionary tale of love, betrayal, and how truth, though delayed, always finds its way. But tell me, how many innocent people are buried beneath the weight of false judgment, simply because they were the easiest to blame?